The day that the U.S. and Israel launched this war against Iran, an all-girls elementary school in the Iranian town of Minab was hit by a strike, killing at least 168 children and 14 teachers. It is by far the highest casualty event since the beginning of the war. As to who's responsible, the position of the Trump administration thus far had been it's under investigation. That is until the president was asked about it last night on Air Force One.
Mr. President, did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war, kill 170?
No, in my opinion, and based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hegseth? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still investigating?
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran. We think it was done by Iran. Because they're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
Well, CNN has done its own analysis, which suggests that President Trump's opinion, as he says, may not be borne out by the evidence. Isabel Young has more.
A week after a strike killed scores of students in Iran's Minab, it seems more and more likely that the U.S. was responsible. A new satellite image shows an Iranian Revolutionary Guards base and an elementary school in southern Iran. Here you see craters in several of the buildings, including the school. They were hit in their exact centers, suggesting precision strikes, experts say. A wall separates the school and the base. Satellite images from December show dozens of people in what appears to be a handball court at the school. Reuters now reports that US military investigators believe US forces were responsible, though they haven't yet reached a final conclusion.
It paints a picture of multiple simultaneous or near simultaneous strikes. It looks like these were delivered with explosive munitions, probably air delivered. I think the most likely scenario in this case is that it's a US or Israeli airstrike gone awry. It's probably a targeting failure somewhere in the targeting cycle, an intelligence failure.
The Israeli military say they weren't operating in the area.
To date, we've hit over 2,000 targets.
American military officials say they carried out extensive strikes in this area and released this map showing strikes in southern Iran. The base and the school in Minab are located here.
We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look and investigating that.
The damage we've seen to the building is quite significant, and it's unlikely it was something like an air defense missile fired by the Iranians, for example.
When we try to assess who is responsible for airstrikes, we typically try to examine the weaponry fragments left behind. But in this instance, there's an internet blackout in Iran. It's been really difficult to obtain that. And so this investigation is still not conclusive. Isabel Young, CNN, London.
One additional note on this story, a newly emerged video appears to show a U.S. airstrike targeting a building at the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps base adjacent to the elementary school. I just want to play that. The video, posted by a semi-official Iranian news agency, is the first to show missiles striking the area. A weapons expert told CNN the munition in the video is consistent with the U.S. Tomahawk. The Department of Defense did not immediately respond to questions about the use of a Tomahawk missile, but we do know that the U.S. Navy employs Tomahawks, launching them from its surface ships and submarines. All this